Gone tense, Andy.
I was trucked.
Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Dirty Old Podcast, episode 5. We've got the usual suspects with myself, Coops, Rousey, Gav, and we have the soul of Salford fans rep, Andy Thurston. How are we doing, pal?
I've been here, been lulled in like a soul.
That's it. The soul of Salford.
We've got one.
How you doing, Andy? You okay? Welcome to the pod.
Yeah, good mate. I'm good, mate. Yeah, I fell off a scooter tonight though.
Say that again.
I fell off a scooter.
You fell off a scooter?
The lime scooters. I crashed in as well, didn't I?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
Oh yes. Don't be angry.
Don't you like teach people how to drive trucks and
trucks,
stuff?
mate. Not...
Can't even ride a scooter.
No, scooters.
Yeah, truck's got more wheels, though. You know.
Yeah. I'm not designed for 2.
Well, I'm bringing the cast to pod, so you know.
Ooh, check you out.
Oh, I like it.
Hey,
those
a good black cat, don't they? Hey?
The things I do for this show, that's what it is, mate.
I like it.
I had an injection in my ankle.
Gee, I thought you had a stump then. I thought you had your foot was off. I thought that was just a leg. No foot.
I'll show you that Saturday night when you're drunk.
Hey, you might be able to pull that out somewhere back, suck your toes if you really want to. Not me.
I'm in the West End, not the North.
It's gone full circle, this podcast already. It's gone full circle, lads. We need to cut it off now.
Yeah, we've been here 5 minutes. Load the tongue already.
Cheers, everyone. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do usual format. We have got we're gonna bring a game to the pod. So this is in honour of Andy joining us. We're gonna do a game of Who Am I, but we're gonna do it after the Doncaster review. So Andy, come to you first because you've not said much yet. Doncaster away, 2-1. We lost. What's your thoughts, pal?
I thought we were the better team. I did. A bit naive up top. We created chances and didn't put them away. I thought the second goal was offside as well.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
But
absolutely. I said it in the stadium. I've had a little look at the highlights, and I genuinely feel he's offside. It might be the fan in me, I don't know, but I do feel he was offside for that second goal. But it's in the past now. It's been given.
Yeah. And I like Insanity playing out wide as well.
Did you put the lines on the screen, Rousey?
Did you
put the lines on the screen?
Yeah, I did. I can't get it off now. I've tried the pink stuff. I've tried Wonder Wipes. It's gone. Still there.
What about the first goal? Because to be fair, if you look at the replay of the first goal, it's like is he really trying to score? Because it's more of like a clipping at the back post, but it's gone over the goalkeeper, hasn't it? Does Tom King need to be doing better on that, or is it just one of those fluky goals?
I don't know. He's a bit harsh to blame Tom King for any of those. To be fair, you know what I mean, I think Tom, he gets a bit flustered sometimes under pressure when he's kicking the ball out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If he's got time to think about it, it generally goes tits up. But he's just got to get rid of it and gone. It's boom, it's gone. It's in Rose Head or whatever, the other side of the pitch. You know what I mean? He clears the pitch, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But when he's got time to think, he's like, that'll do, and it's always the wrong bloody decision.
In all fairness, his kicking against Crewe was quite good. In all fairness, in terms of how he normally kicks, he's actually, I say, for 8 out of 10. His kicks were pretty decent.
Out of his hands, and I mean, when he collects the ball and all that lot, it's dead ball kicks, superb. It's when he gets passed back to him,
yeah,
and he has a bit of time to think, and for whatever reason, he just seems to have a wobble.
I think he'll need to be better at that though, Andy, this season, because I think that's the style Neil Wood wants to play. He wants that on the ground, play out from the back. I think he wants his keeper to have the confidence and be good with it at his feet, and I hope that doesn't catch us out. That's all I'm saying. You know, in future games.
How fast he comes out of his area now. He's playing like a sweeper some games.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I rate him. I think he's a good shot stopper. I did say I felt that we needed to probably buy another keeper just to keep him on his toes or to push him for that number 1 spot. But I disagree with you. I think he could have done better on that first goal. I don't know whether it was the sunlight or whether he got caught under it or what, but I think he could have done a bit better for the first one personally. The second one, debatable, offside. But I do rate him as a shot stopper. I think he's a good shot stopper. I think he's an all right keeper, but yeah, I think he could have done better personally for that first one. That's just my opinion.
I mean, obviously, Gav, another goal for Brandon Asante, and obviously assisted by Hendry. Again, we've talked about the front three all contributing on most games that we play. There's always somebody scoring or assisting from there, isn't it? It's kind of good to having people who are there to score goals, scoring goals.
Yeah, I thought the football we played up until our first goal was tremendous, and the goal itself, like I said, it was a team goal. Excellent. Hendry working half, and Brandon was in the right place. After that, I think it went downhill a little bit. I think we did a bit long ballish at times and what have you. I don't know. They might have upped their game as well. We can't just say it was us. But yeah, up until Brandon's goal, the football we was playing, especially with front three and the midfield joining in with him, I thought it was great. Yeah.
I think they scored at the right time, didn't they? That equaliser just before half time. We go in a little bit deflated, heads down. They come out then with a bit between the teeth, don't they? And the tail between the legs for that 10-20 minute period in the second half. And
it was 7 minutes injury time come from them.
Yeah, I don't know. Genuinely don't know.
Well, a lot of games. I think most of our games so far, there's always been, certainly at the end of the 90 minutes, there's always been a good chunk of time now with obviously the 5 substitutions. If people are maximising that, you've got that. If there's any goals, any stoppages, that soon quickly gets. You're looking at 5 minutes before anything else.
It was 7 both halves, or wasn't it?
7 in both halves.
Was 7.
40 minutes of injury time.
Bit strange.
Maybe it's just Fergie time going against us.
Looking back at the first goal, though, again, I don't think it was Tom King's fault. I think it was a chip to the back post, and it just floated in. So yeah, I wouldn't blame Tom, but Anthony does. But
I do. I don't hate him, but Tom, she fault that the first one. So
but another game of possession football. I mean, it seems to be that's what Neil Wood's kind of outlook was. It was possession but attacking football. I mean, we're having shots and we're scoring goals and we're dominating possession. But sometimes we've been dominating possession in games, but we're leaking a few easy goals, aren't we? So where we was looking quite strong at the back last year, but not scoring, it's kind of flipped a little bit. We are playing better football, but
we only conceded a league goal for the first time against Doncaster. Well, Newport, sorry, and that was when Narty went off.
Yeah.
You missed Narty, but Narty was on the pitch. We didn't concede a goal.
We spoke about that. We've said that it's a different defensive unit with him on the pitch.
Obviously, Lee came on at Newport.
Yeah.
But the back four then is like, right, what's going off here now? And then we had a mare, didn't we, for fucking 10 minutes.
What was the possession stats, Martin, for Doncaster?
73, I think, wasn't it?
To who?
Salford.
Well,
to Salford.
It depends on where you read, but I had 70-30, but yeah, 73 is around that.
No,
Come on.
No, that's good.
Was that a guess, Gav?
No, BBC said 73.
Right, okay. Well, who cares what BBC says? They take your money off your TV license and all. Okay,
that's why I check. I won't get my money's worth.
Either way, still 70% plus. And if you think about it, if 70% of the game you have the ball, the other team can't score, which limits the amount of time that they can score with the ball. But equally, 30% and they scored 2 goals, and it's a bit like we played against Mansfield. We had a couple of opportunities. We took our opportunities in that game, and on another day maybe Mansfield might go and score. But that's football, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, McGavin twist on it. So that 73 or 70% is, to be honest, I think there was a bit we've got better in possession, and I think there was quite a bit as well. I think they let us have the possession. I think their game plan was this. Salford's out on a good run. They're a good team. Let's not give them too much opportunities by attacking them. Let them have the ball in the middle. Let them have the ball at the back. And I think they let us play a bit more as well. I thought their game plan was a little bit better than ours once they've got the equaliser, because all they needed was a goal, and we didn't. Well, I think we hit the post, but we didn't necessarily look like we were about to score, considering the amount of possession and the good football we was playing.
Yeah.
So I think it was a bit of both. We're better with the ball, but they obviously, I think, let us play with it as well in less dangerous areas.
I think no. I mean, we spoke about it since episode 1 about the first 6 fixtures, and we keep talking about the first 6 fixtures. It was the first game that we lost, and in all fairness, you're looking at a team that's come down from League One. Okay, you don't know exactly where they're going to be in league, but they've shown that their start was equally as good as ours. They was unbeaten. They're playing at home. You know, in the grand scheme of things, and we wasn't battered by him or anything like that. We held our own, and all right, we got beat by the odd goal, but you know, you're not going to go all season without getting beaten. If that's one of the games that you get beat, then you kind of go, oh, that's fair enough. You know, yeah. It's not against Rochdale or Crawley, not yet. We got Crawley in next week or whatever it is. But you know, it's not a bad loss in that respect. I know we want to win, but it's not a bad loss overall, considering that we competed as well. But we just brought in, you know, we spoke about the bench being short, injuries, etc. I was pretty surprised that we brought in another striker, because I don't think that I know obviously McElhenney's injured, but I think we need to strengthen like other areas before we start strengthening on the top. But is it Laurent Talage? Is that how you pronounce it?
You can have that.
Loza. Does anybody know anything much about him? I know he's Brighton under 23s.
I mean, I'm only assuming that Neil Wood's obviously seen him playing in the 23s and was happy with what he's seen. I mean, he's a big, tall lad, isn't he?
I don't know. I thought already he's only 5'9", but he looks quite a stocky fella.
Was he?
5'9".
He must be standing next to a fucking. Keep swearing me, don't I?
Welcome to the pod.
He must be sat next to a fucking dwarf when I've seen him.
Well, he's Swedish, isn't he?
Swiss.
So basically, you got a Premier League club brought in a Swiss lad. Yes, he's only young. He's got to have something about him. So he might have maybe a bit of naivety in certain things, but he will bring something different, I think. And like I say, it's I don't think any of us are about to have seen him play. But yeah, it's quite exciting maybe to see someone like that coming down to us and see what the difference is with Asante and him, because at the end of the day, Asante's a young player, and this lad is the same sort of age, maybe a couple of years younger. Let's see what the difference is from a Premier League under 23 to actually our main striker or one of them.
Yeah, I mean, some of the rumours were, I think people were getting a little bit itchy about Santi maybe on the way out, and that's why we brought him in. But then I think when somebody pointed out that actually maybe he's just coming in just to cover, you know, obviously McElhenney's injured, just gives you another fresh pair of legs up front. You know, we've got Matt Smith, but that's playing with a different tactic using Smith. Obviously, bringing in this lad, just it strengthens the team. I just think we need to strengthen in other areas as well. You know, I think we're a little bit light in other areas, as we saw when Bolton was injured the other day. You're thinking who's going to play right wing back, but he recovered. So
I won't put him back as a back at all, Bolton.
You want what? Sorry,
I'm never playing that right back ever again after that Bolton game.
Oh yeah, he had a stinker. He had a stinker in that one.
And they bullied him, completely bullied him. They put the ball at him all the time. He's not a win back. I put him as an attacking mid player, but never as a win back.
Well, I suppose, you know, he wasn't the starting 11 either. I mean, when Shepherd was fit, he was playing good. He was playing good for the first couple of games. He got injured, which again comes back to having a light bench. You know, yes, Bolton further up the pitch is where you want him to be. Yeah. Defensively, maybe not, but what he does up the field, taking people on, getting crosses in, and running at a defender, that's what he's there for. But
you've got low for the right side, right? As the defender.
Yeah. But then he's been playing also in like a back three, hasn't he? Sometimes, and so yeah, it's a little bit light, but you know, I'm sure there'll be a couple. Hopefully, another 2 come in, maybe.
It's hard, isn't it? Because the defenders now. But you started to see, obviously, Easton, Narty, Leek, Vassell. And now all of a sudden there's only 2 of them. And now all 4 fit. And it's like, if you get another one, all of a sudden they're all fit, then it's like 5 of them.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get a martyr, aren't they?
So you got, you know, obviously Easton's out. I mean, and then just look at the injuries already. Easton's out, Mallon's out. Most have not even seen him play yet, and you know when he comes, that's almost going to be like a brand new signing. McElhenney absolutely started like a rocket. Play the best we've ever seen him play in a short period of time, and just at the time when he's getting going and he's contributing, he gets an injury. It's just typical, isn't it?
So how long is out for? Anyone?
I'm not sure.
The club, that's one thing I feel the club lack is communication on injuries. I think they need to let people know. Surely, I don't know why they keep it to themselves, that information. I think we only found out about Shepherd because he come over to us at Newport in the bar talking to us. I don't know the extent of Narty's injury. I don't know the extent of McAlhaney's.
Oh.
I don't know how long they're out for.
I think as a fan, like you say, you can get frustrated, but after a first game, I think spoke to Neil Wood, and he said we don't want to give any extra information to our next opponents. We want them guessing whether someone's back from injury, someone's playing. Yeah. So although it's frustrating for us, I think they are doing it on purpose for that simple reason.
We need a secret WhatsApp group then, don't we, with Neil Wood?
If you can sort that. Andy, Solar Salford.
Solar Salford.
Neil Wood, if you're watching.
Yeah, secret WhatsApp group. Yeah.
There's no way.
Right, gents, a little game for you. What I want you to do is write your answer on a piece of paper, save it to the end, because we want everybody to have an opportunity to try and guess. Okay. So a little game. This was by Rousey.
You told me to get a pen and paper. I forgot.
Right on your hand. It's fine.
Do I borrow a bit?
Yeah, can you?
Post it through the screen for him.
We'll be asking for the answers at the end of the pod. So if once you've got your answer, keep it to yourself. For those who are listening to the pod, when you do, you're more than welcome to have a chance of guessing and hopefully see if you get your answer right. No prizes, just glory. The fact that you know your Salford.
Pride.
Salford City. So the player we're looking for, he played for Salford in the season 2020-21. He made 23 appearances on loan. And he scored on his home debut for Salford City, and he also scored on his very last game. Do you think you need one more?
He signed for us the season after.
Didn't sign for us the season after.
No, I can't think of a player's name. Anyway.
Do you want me to tell you what position he played?
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
He played centre midfield. I don't know if I can give too much more because it'd be too easy. It was only a couple of years ago, so, no excuses. That happened many years ago.
2021 season, 23 appearances. Did you say debut goal and then scored on his last game as well?
Didn't score on his debut. His debut was away, but he scored in his home debut.
Home debut.
23 games?
Yeah.
It was January signing, I think.
Correct.
I don't think I've got it. Oh, I think so.
I've put a name down. I don't know if it's right.
Oh, we're right. Right, I don't know.
I don't know if I've spelt his name right either.
I could give you. I could.
No.
Give you more,
is he still playing in the Northwest?
Oh, here we go.
He was playing in a northern club within League Two. I'm giving you no more. You've had.
Does he have a first name?
You take that.
So, guys, put your answers on a piece of paper. We'll go through them, and then at the end of the show, I want you just to put up your answer on the screen. So there's no cheating. And if you are listening and you're thinking at home, let us know if you get the answer right. Happy days, gents. We good to move on. Perfect.
All's good.
Did we? Hey, Rousey, you still happy about Rochdale?
What about him?
There's not even got a single point yet, mate.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Okay, gents.
The longer that continues, the better. I've told you.
Well, there's that, and obviously my pre-season prediction of Gillingham. Well, it was after the first game, but I think they conceded 8 goals and only scored 1. So not looking good for the Gills. But anyway, nothing against them.
National League's gonna be class next year, isn't it?
What's that?
National League's gonna be class next year.
It's going to be a tough division, won't it? It only gets stronger, doesn't it? So, but we don't need to worry about the National League because we're going to go into League One. Stevenage at home this Saturday, gents. A little bit of a preview. Beat Peterborough in the cup 1-0. and they've won 2 and drew 1 in the last 3 games in the league. So probably a bit of a surprise package. Stevenage is up there compared to the season of last season. But what do you expect when you've got Pejani in the back four?
That's it.
13 points, scored 8, conceded 4. What type of game can we expect? Are they? I mean, have we got a good chance? We're at home, you know, and this is Stevenage. You think it'd be an easy game, but actually we thought the first 6 games Stevenage would be the one that would probably be the easiest out of the 6. But it could possibly be one of the hardest, couldn't it, Gav?
Yeah. Yeah. No, like I say, it's hard. It's hard. Like I said, they're on a great run. As you said, they beat Peterborough. But like I said, they finished last season. Well, they beat us, but they finished last season quite poor. The one thing I'm hoping, like I said, we're about to win. But one thing I'm hoping for is that we don't lose, which is obvious. But the reason I said that is my theory. We can lose 1 or 2 games a month. So the more we have in the bank, the better. On average, a team who goes up loses about 12 games. So you better have a win. You better have a sort of a unbeaten run in maybe March, April, May, maybe one in October. So you can lose about 1.5 games a month. So the less we lose early on is the more we've got in the bank to have a stumbling period with injuries. So a draw is a good result for me. They're flying. Obviously, we want to win 3-0. But for me, this early in the season, not getting beat again for a second week in a run, I think it's important.
Yeah.
So I'm not particular about what score it is, how good we play. I think we just need to make sure we're in the game, we're fighting for every ball, and like I say, a point's good, the win's about to be fantastic. But like I said, they're flying, so I'm a little bit down on this week, but I won't be a bit sensible.
Yeah, I think they've been a bit of a surprise, haven't they? People have just assumed that they're not going to do too well, and maybe not give them the respect that they deserve. Turn up to games with the expectation they're going to win it. It's only Stevenage, we're all right. Everyone's probably put it on the book. Yeah, that's the 3 points. Let's not worry about that game. Right, this one, where I think they're going to come unstuck because teams are going to be a bit more wary of them. That's my logic on it.
I agree. I think they've absolutely been a surprise package for me anyway, off the back of last season's results and how they played. They've seemed to have got their act together. I think I looked at the fixtures and thought this was going to be our first 3 points. You know what I mean? When I looked at the fixtures when they come out, I was like, wow, we really could be struggling going into that game and, be down near the bottom and not have a point on the board. But I think the way we've started, I think there's enough there for us to beat them. And I think the fact that we're at home and they've had such a good run, I know they've got the bit between the teeth and confidence is high, but that's surely got to come to an end. And I hope it's on Saturday. And I hope, like I said, the lads put a good performance in. I do think we'll win, and I think it'll be a 2 or a 3-0. I do think we'll turn them over, personally. But they're playing well. It'll be a tricky one going into it. It's looking like it's going to be one of our hardest, other than the Doncaster game. But I think we need a reaction, obviously, after the Doncaster game. Their run's got to come to an end at some point. So hopefully it's the stars are aligned.
No 1-1 draw.
No, I'm going for it. I'm going for it this week. First time I've ever done it. We're going to get probably turned over now, aren't we? But I'm going for it.
Andy, you don't do predictions apparently, do you?
No.
No.
So what score do you think then, Andy?
We're going to score 1 more than them.
We'll take that. 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, whatever it may be.
My predictions have been a little bit wild, and Rousey's been a little bit sensible the last few weeks. So I'm going for 0-0. I'm being Rousey this week.
Do it. Sit on the fence, Gav.
0-0.
Are you going for 2-0 or 3-0 in Rousey?
For 3, because I normally do.
Yeah, I got a nosebleed then when I said 3-0, so I'm going to calm it down and say 2-0.
Always stick with your first one, Rousey.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go 2-0.
I'll go 2-1.
And when we win 3-0, I'll come on next week and say I told you so anyway. So
edgy bets, mate. Edgy bets. Yeah. I mean, obviously, Pejani. It'd be good to see Pejani back again. He was a bit of a fan's favourite. I think it probably. I know some people wanted him to stay at Salford. Some people was kind of happy that he moved on. But he's always welcome, when he comes back to, like any player, you play for Salford. Once an Hammer, always an Hammer. And as long as he doesn't score, he doesn't, like he did with his 12 or 13 goals in our final season at National League. But we will see. I think I'm with you, Rousey. I think their run's got to come to an end. What better way? We're at home. Yes. Their tails are wagging, but equally, I don't think the Doncaster result should rock us in any way.
No,
I don't think it was a bad result in terms of the.
Obviously, we got beat, but that performance wasn't bad.
No,
I think that's the difference
exactly.
this season to last season. Is we're playing some decent football.
Yeah.
And creating chances. We're not just lobbing it up to Matt Smith or up to that useless Elliot Keezer, but it's good football, and that's the difference between this year and last year.
Yeah.
Whether that's something to do with the manager, it must do. I don't know. But he's also got different backroom staff and all that lot, hasn't he? So.
Yeah, I mean, as always, you know what, win or lose this season. I know the expectation is always to go up, but it's just nice to go to watch Salford and be entertained for. It's been a difficult couple of years. The expectation is always to get promoted, and I think fans go with that expectation themselves. So when you do lose, it's kind of doom and gloom. That's why everybody jumps on the bandwagon that Salford and probation. I'm sick of this, sick of that. But I think it's just we just want to be entertained. And I think so far this season, I don't think we can argue. It's good to see good football being played, and the results will follow. But we are going to get beat. Well, I don't think just because you get beat once and you get beat by Doncaster 2-1, it's kind of Neil Woods. That's what you get for getting a young manager and going back to the doom and gloom days. Let's keep it positive. I think it's going to be a good season. We said this at the beginning of the first pod. It's going to be a good season, whether that's promotion or not. But it's going to be a good season.
100%. Though we get beat on Saturday, everyone will be on Facebook calling for his head.
Well, Timmy will, won't he?
Well, but that's life of a football fan, isn't it? The ups and downs, the trials and tribulations of following a football club, through thick and thin. I think we've all had a bit of a moan over the 6-7 years of the journey, at some point, but we're entitled to. But let's keep it positive anyway.
Yeah, keep it positive. We're going to smash them.
Mine is a positive draw. It's a positive 0-0. It means we've only lost once in August, so it's still positive. I'm not.
Gav's going to be the lost stato. He's counting the stats of how many games we lose, and he's keeping it in a table. We've still got a chance of getting promoted.
It's on my bedroom door. Well,
it's a better start than last year, anyway.
Yeah, definitely. We're playing a lot better football, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do we think Stevenage are going to? I know. Hopefully, it'll come to an end on Saturday, but. I mean, they look quite an attacking team this season. Look a bit younger, a little bit fearless going forward, playing on the front foot a little bit better. They look good at the moment, but again, 6 to 10 games might tell you where they might finish. But it's a long old season. But I mean, one thing for sure, they're not going to be in a relegation fight like they were last season. Where do we think they're going to finish? Do we think they'll be top 7, mid-table?
After the start that they've had, you would expect, you'd expect them to be certainly be in the top half, maybe even pushing for the playoffs. I don't think they're going to get the automatics. I think it is just a good start. I hope it's they're doing an arrogant, you know what I mean, where they normally have a good start in previous seasons and just peter out. Recruitment must have been good. I don't know who they've signed other than Pidge, but they've shored things up at the back and obviously the scoring goals, and that's all you can ask for, isn't it? As a supporter, they seem, like I said, they seem to be playing better football. They're getting results. But yeah, like I said, these runs, they've got to come to an end. So
yeah, it's just a shame it'll come to an end on Saturday, won't it? But
one of you might put me right, but 2 seasons ago, when I think they nearly got relegated, I'm sure they brought in quite a lot of young lads and what have you. So if it's the same squad as in the most of it, and they've had 2 seasons of of the Football League. Maybe that's what's helping them and what's doing them good.
Well, did they only stay up through that points per game thing?
Yeah. And then, like I say, I think they were struggling financially as well, and they brought a lot of younger ones in, I think, then. So maybe it's them lads who have just got now a year and a half experience, and they're doing well.
Yeah.
But I'm still about said about finish 14th.
Well, I mean, no, I think that's a good point, Gav, to be fair. I think a lot of people probably forget that the last couple of seasons that Stevenage had with the staying up with the points per game system through the COVID, and like you say, they maybe just brought these youngsters in because they didn't have a big purse to spend, and obviously just nurtured them and developed them, and now they've seen a bit of the fruition from developing homegrown talent. But it'll stop anyway. They'll fall off the cliff come Sunday morning. So get the weekend out and done with. Tuesday, I believe we've got the unbelievable what is it? It's like the checker trade, really, isn't it?
What do they call it now? The EFL Trophy? Is it still that?
It was a Johnston paint, wasn't it?
Oh yes, yeah. It's the EFL Trophy, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You can get half price pizza if you show your season ticket.
Jones, yeah.
Have you tried it yet? Does it work?
No.
They probably look at you as if to go, what we're doing with that? What do you want?
Yeah.
Well, we've got Rochdale and Accrington in our little group, but we've got Tuesday's opponents, Liverpool and the 21s as well. So I don't know. Looking at Liverpool and the 21s team, there's not a lot of names that I recognise like in previous seasons where obviously like Harvey Elliott's been in there and he's played a game.
They've just took them all into the first team, haven't they? Which is good. You know, all them lads. There's about 3 or 4 of them that have actually gone into the first team, and then some of them are actually playing, which is. And
Neil wouldn't know.
Yeah. Do I don't bode well because the players that they brought in are belting. So the lads that are there mustn't be too shabby either. But no, it'd be good. The fact that it's Liverpool as well, a little bit of a rivalry there with the Scousers. So looking forward to it. I think obviously Accrington and Rochdale as well. With no love lost there between them. So nice little group. I think we'll do well. I think we'll qualify. Is it the top 2 that go through?
Top 2, yeah.
Yeah. I'm quite confident we'll get second there. Not saying we'll win that group because I think Liverpool under 23s will smash, under 21s will smash everyone.
Yeah, I think there was. Well, I don't know if they did. I don't think they did that well last year. I'm not too sure actually.
Right.
I didn't look that far, but something's telling me back in my head that they actually didn't do that well. But I could be wrong on that. But Andy, do you think is there many changes that Neil was going to make? Because I think next Saturday we're away at Crawley. I mean, albeit Crawley are only on one point, second bottom from the division.
We're at home next Saturday, aren't we?
We're at home this Saturday. Are we at home next Saturday as well?
Yeah, the Crawley's at home.
Yeah,
right.
We're at home.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
I stand corrected.
Do your research, Martin.
I know, a bit slack.
Then
I've had a traumatic week, you know. Let me off for once. Does he make changes? I mean, I'd like to see Samoes have a full 90.
Yeah,
I wouldn't make too many changes.
Well, as a fan, I wouldn't like to see changes, but I think with the recent injury list, I think he will now, personally.
Well, yeah, if you're injured, yeah, but I just think there's got to be continuity with the team.
Yeah. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
Don't change the team for the sake of changing the team. To just to I don't know, to make it easy for the under 21s a lot.
Yeah.
Robbins, look up at the Bolton.
Yeah, I think you.
The changes, you get embarrassed.
I think he will change it. I think Dackers will play, Simone will play, what have you, and I think he will use them. Maybe 4 or 5 changes. I think.
See Simone playing, but I see Simone as a starter soon.
Yeah.
The open training, he was superb. His finishing was probably better than anyone else there.
Did you see the video that the club put out today as well? Was it
today?
The
race of a sunset.
Yeah. I mean, he's got some legs, that Samoes, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He looks.
You imagine getting behind pitch. No offence to pitch.
Well, it's no offence to pitch, but let's be honest. He's a bit slow on the turn now, isn't he?
Right. So if you've got a Santi and Simone and Hendry on the pitch.
Yeah.
This on Saturday.
I'm going back to my original prediction.
4-0,
3-0, 4-0. It's 4-0.
I can see it. The pace on them's frightening.
Yeah.
So they use that pace as well.
Older Asante, like.
Yeah, well, I've not seen anything about Samoa's. Obviously, he's got pace, good. He's saying that he can finish, but let's see what you can do.
He didn't look too bad when he came on at Doncaster. That's his first time. He didn't look too bad, to be fair to him.
But positionally, how did he play? Was he taking a position?
He basically had a free roll, like a number 10 roll.
Yeah, right. It was hard though, Doncaster, because we were chasing it. I wouldn't say it was becoming panicky or desperate, but it was becoming panicky and desperate. Yeah. It was because we needed a goal. So it weren't like that he was coming on and following Neil Wood's philosophy of get it on the ground and quick pace and nice football. It was, let's try and get a goal there, lads. So it was literally just getting pumped up, weren't it? And with corner after corner and things like that. So
I'm excited to see definitely.
I hope he starts. I hope he starts on Saturday, because I think you're right. I think we know Pidge isn't blessed with pace. He's you chuck the ball up in the air at him and he'll let it back.
We're not going to get anywhere if we're just going to put balls up in the air.
Yeah,
unless
it's not going to work, is it?
You're not going to get anywhere because he's just going to go right to the back of everyone.
Yeah. A massive head.
I think you answered it there as well. I think with Pidge playing and they're away, I think they're not going to press us very high. I think their defensive line will be probably 10 yards deeper than if they didn't have Pidge to a certain extent. So to have fast wingers, I think there won't be as much space behind us.
Yeah.
Low balls,
again, I'm not sure how fast our young lads are out front as well. It could be a bit of both. We could be, if we throw out the kitchen sink at them, they might just break on us. And
we're much more mobile at the back than we have been for a while.
Page Arnie isn't mobile.
No, I think our back line, we're a hell of a lot more mobile.
I'm not sure Leake's very mobile.
Vaselli's though. I mean, Vassell gets a bit of a nosebleed when he goes in the opposition box, like when he goes wild, puts it out for a throw in and all sorts. But I just think on past years, we're a hell of a lot more mobile, especially the fullbacks as well.
Yeah.
Except for Lowe, maybe, but I do the
to be fair, Lowe, I mean, you don't get pace with Lowe, but what you do get is that experience, don't you? That is positional awareness.
That's where that Narty was superb at Newport.
Yeah, reading it.
Just read the game. They got nowhere near us till he went off. Nowhere near us. Didn't even look like shooting.
Yeah, I think we need him back. And they say we need him back, and it's not a massive dig. It's not a massive dig to Leak, is it? But I mean, obviously, it's no coincidence. It's not just Leak's fault, by the way. What it has done is when he's come in, it's kind of disrupted the back four, and that rhythm that we had with Narty and Vassell just bossing it at the back, but like you say, hopefully Narty won't be out for
do we know what actually happened to him? What was up with him? He walked off, didn't he? Do we know
that's what I mean. I don't know. There's been literally
was it not his hamstring?
There's been no communication. I hope it isn't, because that is a good few weeks, isn't it? Yeah. But,
he'll be back. Oh, hang on. Neil Wood's just.
Go on. WhatsApp chat.
It's a maybe.
Yeah.
Just a quick. I know, obviously, Andy don't do. It's just one more goal than the opposition team. Gav, what's your prediction for the under-21s?
I'll go on that.
3-3.
It could be anything, couldn't it?
3-3.
Could be anything.
3-3. Jeez. Goal fest. 1-1, Rousey.
Can I say 4-0 to like Liverpool or something? Or will I get lynched? No, I'm only kidding. It's going to be hard. I think it is going to be hard personally, but I'm going back to me sit on the fence and I'm going to say 1-1 or something.
Well, do you know what?
I can't ever say that we're going to get beat, but I think we're going to get beat. But 1-1.
Just purely because I am, and I keep saying it, I'm going to put this in the table for purpose of because I like to win things. For purpose of winning the prediction league, I'm going to have to say we're going to lose 2-1.
Oh, you sport! I can't believe you've just done that, because I was going to say we were going to lose. You can't do that. You're off
the first 6 games then.
Yeah, you're off the podcast.
Sorry, chaps, that's just where it's going to be. You know, it's 2-1 will get beat. However, I would be happy to lose the prediction league based on that prediction, and we win 2-1. So
I think he will. I think he'll tinker with the team. I think that's the one game not we can afford to lose, but on paper we probably will lose, and then I think we'll beat Accrington and Rochdale, or I hope we will, and go through. But I think he will. I just feel he will. I feel he'll mess with the side a bit. I think there'll be 4 or 5 changes, and they'll just have a bit too much for us, I think.
I'm not too sure when we play Accrington, but I believe Knotts has got an injury, hasn't he? He's just had an operation apparently, so that would be a shame if obviously when we do play Accrington he doesn't feature. Again, it'd be good to see Knotts, like I say about Piergiani as well, but I mean I'd have Knotts back as well. We could really do with him on the right. But
Gary Neville's admitted that, hasn't he? That we should never have got rid of him.
Should have never got rid of him.
Over pennies.
I think Gary Neville said that a few times about a few people.
Yeah,
definitely about him.
And bring back Scotty Burton as well. No, it can go on. So, guys, okay, so that's that. Now we come to the results of the Who Am I? So, have you got your piece of paper? Have you managed to get an answer? Have you wrote an answer down?
I've got an answer, so I need to go first, don't I? Because I've not got pen and paper.
Right, okay.
Can you ask
the
I
wrote mine down,
so I can confirm it?
I'll turn mine round in a minute. Not that
Ask the questions again so I can just confirm it with who I'm thinking.
So he played in the 2021 season, made 23 appearances. He scored on his home debut and on the last game of the season. And he plays in League 2 for a northern club.
You play with Barrow?
Could do, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I've got it right. His name's up, I can't think, but is he from Leeds?
Yes.
Robbie Gotts.
Gotts, that's his name.
I got it wrong. I can't even cheat.
Show us.
You can cheat. Where did you put? Politics. Okay.
Before.
He was balling. He was.
Oh, hey.
That was 2 years before.
Honestly, I never got the thing with him. He scored.
It was the clue where you said he scored in his last game because he didn't he score that worldie and then dislocate his shoulder or something.
That's all he's done with his whole career.
Yeah. I thought that was who it was. But anyway,
he played about 12 games, I think.
Robbie Gotts, another lad we should never got rid of. We should have got him.
Yeah, no, he was good Gotts actually.
Yeah, I mean,
we never got rid of him, did we? He just might not want to come back.
Maybe.
They reckon he was going to go with Richie Wellings to Doncaster.
Oh.
They didn't bother.
Anyway, it's a rubbish game. That we don't play that one again.
I don't know who created that.
Right, am I 1-0 up then?
Yeah, we'll take that. Absolutely.
I no paper.
I mean, it's dead easy for me to give the questions because I don't know whether I would have got it if I did it from the other side.
No, we'll mix it up. Like next week, one of us can read a Who Am I out.
Yeah. Okay.
You can get involved.
He wants to take that on board.
We're not doing.
I'll do it. I'll do next week's.
He's going to do Dennis Politics.
Yeah, Dennis Politics. Going to do Robbie Gotts again. None of you will guess him. Just different clues for Robbie Gotts every week.
Well, gents, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Thanks very much for your time, as usual.
Thank you.
Hopefully see you around the ground on Saturday, even though I am in the North Stand, and I know most of you will be. You're in the South Stand now, aren't you, Andy?
Yeah, I'm on the West Stand.
You're in the West Stand.
Oh, you're on the West Stand Massive for Saturday only, is it?
Slumming it. We've got no TV, can't watch the football.
Yeah.
You know
no face paint, no pizza.
No face painting, no pizza.
Hello, Club.
Can't believe we're having some Vimto.
Hey?
We're having Vimto, so you're all right.
What have we got in the North Stand these days?
You just got this. He's got the 92 bar, haven't you? Which is fine, 92 bar. And then you've got in the back of the stand, still at the back of the West Stand, you've got a confectionery shop that sells pies and
it's actually
a beer tent.
It's not too bad.
That most expensive cans in the world. How much are them cans? £5 a can.
£3.50. £3.50. I don't know if some of them are $4, but £3.
Yeah, so it's cheaper than the West.
So cheaper in the West?
No, you're cheaper than West. It's more expensive in West.
Yeah, but
It should be a protest.
Saturday.
No,
Protest. Start lobbing cans over the fence.
Yeah.
It's not about which stand's got the best
Solar
facilities.
Salford. It's told us we can.
Solar Salford said do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Do as I
Put it on
say,
next
not
week,
what I do.
Andy.
This is recording, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Andy said, I've got it on record. Yeah.
Don't be putting that out for me Vimtoes in that, honestly.
Right, cheers, gents. Thanks for your
See you
time
later.
tonight, and hopefully a 3-point Saturday. We'll catch up next week.
Au revoir.
Cheers, Andy.
Ciao.
Rousey, Gav.
Bye.
See you later.